Our next session in Canva is going to be about text. And again, not too hard here. This is about learning how to do it. That's really all we got going on here. I'm going to create a design here. I'm already on Canva. I'm going to create a design. It's going to be a flyer. I always use flyers for demos. I'm going to change the background real quick just because I kind of feel like it. Maybe I'll just go with kind of a light, solid color. More desaturated than that. A little lighter. Good. All right. I'll go with that. That's fine. That'll work. Kind of a bluish gray. All right. Here we go. Over on the left-hand side, you go to the text section here. You kind of have two different ways you can go. You can just add these text boxes that are heading, subheading, and body text. And that really mostly has to do with the size of the text. And then you've also got font combinations. We're going to look at examples of each. And I would like for you to do 2 of each. You're going to have 2 of these. These are just text boxes up here at the top. I want 2 of those. And then I would like 2 font combinations as well. All right. So like if I want to add a heading, I can just drag it over, or I could probably just click it as well. And it says, obviously, add a heading. Well, change it. Make it say something else, come up with something. I'm going to say Captain America. Now, when you're working with text, when you select the text up here, kind of to the top and to the left a little bit, you have a fairly typical type menu kind of thing. There are some fonts that you can use, and it may vary depending on what machine you're on. I don't know. These might all be the same no matter whether you're on your Chromebook or on a different computer or whatever. But there, and again, like always, if you see a font that's marked with that little crown icon, that means it's part of the Pro account. Probably can't use it. But there's a lot of other fonts that you certainly can use if you would like to. So I'm going to use this Nor'Wester here for Captain America. And you can change the size of it, right? You can make it bigger, smaller, whatever you would like to do there. And you can change the color of it. And there's some typical font kinds of things up here like bold, italic, underlined, centering, uppercase, lowercase, all that kind of thing, bulleting, some paragraph spacing if you need it. So you've got a little bit of control up here. You can change the opacity of text. Yes, no, can't change the opacity of text. How bad is that? You can probably duplicate a text object if you want to. There's a duplicate button over on the right-hand side, and you can duplicate if you wish, so that's a possibility. So I'm going to park that like right there, Captain America. And then I'll go, you got to make another one, right? That's part of the assignment. You got to make 2 of these. So I'll add a subheading here, and it's going to say True American Hero. And again, I'll just format that a little bit. I'll select that text by dragging over it or triple clicking it. Sometimes I like that better. And I'm going to grab some kind of font here that I can live with for this little demo. I was looking for something kind of scripty, but I'm not going to look forever. Allura. Yeah, that's working. And we'll make that a little bigger, I think, 48. And maybe I'll go with a kind of orangish. No, I don't like that. That dark purple, I'll go with that. All right, look, there we go. All right, and I can move that around. I can move it around, can I? Grab right on the edge of it. There. Yeah, you have to be kind of, it's a little picky about where you grab it to move it around. All right, so that's 2 text boxes that came from the top section here, heading, subheading. I want you to create a couple, change what it says, make something up, change the font, change the color, get in there and do it. All right, now font combinations, that's the other part. Okay. Let's go, well, I'm just going to go, no, yeah, boom. All right. So if I click on this, Cheers to the New Year, and you could try out any of those, it doesn't matter. A couple of things. I would like for you to change what it says. I want you to get in there and edit it, right? So it says, Cheers to the New Year. All right, so maybe I'll just make this say, let's say I'm working on something for somebody's birthday. So I'll make it say, Happy Birthday, And down here, you have to just select the different boxes to my GHTR. All right. So I'm switching it up a little bit, right? And then with either one of these, and font combinations, they just have made some combinations that they feel like go well together, right? So I could switch up. I could do all the things I would normally do to these things. I could switch up the size of it. I'm going to make that a little bit bigger. I could switch up the color of it. Down here to my daughter. You could probably even switch up the font if you wanted to, but font combinations are kind of there because they feel like, oh, these work well together. These go well together. You could change the alignment of some things, right? Happy birthday to my daughter. And maybe I'll make that, what do I want to make that? Like blue. It's not going to show up very well. I'll do it like a dark green. So there, see? And these are, by the way, if you look up on the right-hand side, they're grouped. There are actually a couple of text boxes that are grouped together. And there is, if you select it, there's a button up here that says ungroup. So you could kind of separate them if you really, really, really wanted to. All right, so we got to do one more of those. So I'm going to pop this one on. 'Tis the season to be jolly. And again, font combinations are just, it's exactly what it sounds like. They're combinations of fonts that the folks at Canva feel like go together well. Okay, I don't know if you agree or not, but 'tis the season to be quarantined. Not for much longer, right? Not for much longer. I'm going to make that smaller. Ooh, that's too small, apparently. Let's make that. Okay. And then maybe I'll change the color of that. And I didn't really change the part that says 'tis the season. That's all right. That's a bad combination. Purple and green. Don't tell the Joker. He probably likes it. All right, so this is the kind of thing right here. Let's review. These were made out of the text boxes that are up here at the top, right? Add heading, subheading, body text. So I created those by using the text boxes. These other two are grouped together because they are what's called font combinations, and I created those and then edited those a little bit. I've got two of these. I got two of these. I'm done. And that's the assignment today. Now, you might notice up here when you go to name it, this happens on a lot of different programs. It got named by the very first thing I typed. See up here on the top right, mine says Captain America. That's maybe not the name I want for this. I would rather just call that text or type or whatever. So I'm going to change the name of it, and I'm going to use the download button that's right next door here to download this. Again, it's suggesting PDF. That would work. Nothing wrong with a PDF. I'm going to switch it to a PNG because that's what I tend to like for these demos. I'm going to go ahead and download that. It's preparing my design. And then I would have to get back to Google Classroom and turn it in. End of section. Moving on.